multiple homonyms of the universe is imaginary. Right here, the first one on this result of the artificial intelligence from Google says that it might be a simulation or something that our consciousness makes up. That's not what I'm talking about. That's another homonym that I'm not talking about. I'm talking about a different homonym. Now look at this. I typed in the universe is imaginary. The idea of the universe is imaginary, or just a product of our minds, is a philosophical concept explored in various contexts, but it is not scientifically supported theory. It is not a scientifically supported theory, but it actually is a scientifically supported theory. The universe is imaginary. What I'm trying to teach you is that you can't witness the universe. You can only imagine the universe. You can't film the universe. You can only imagine it. When you come to this understanding of what I'm trying to say, I'm literally not telling you something that you probably heard, unless you've thought of it, unless you're a deep thinker. Now, plenty of people theorize that the universe is just made up by your imagination. Well, it kind of is. That's kind of what I'm talking about. I'm kind of saying that. The universe that you know is what a lot of people are gravitating to. Multiverse of imagination. Now, that's another thing that I'm not trying to talk about that. I'm not trying to say that the universe is this thing that our minds make up. It's not. It's here. It's real. It's physical. What I'm trying to say is that the only way to perceive the universe is imaginary. Now, I'm not saying that as an actualized thing too. That's a homonym as well. There's almost no way to say this in English. I am not saying that the universe is only a place that your central nervous system, mind, soul combination, consciousness combination is rendering and taking in, and I didn't say that. That's not what I meant. I'm trying to say something in the middle of these two sentences. I'm trying to say something I'm trying to say something beyond these meanings, beyond the physical meanings. What I'm trying to say is that what you cannot perceive infinite micromatter colliding with infinite micromatter, because to calculate that, it would be above the level of any conscious being can possibly render. Now, if you say that you know that someone can do that, or if you can do that, that's an illogical statement. You can't know it. You can't do it because it's an illogical thing to calculate infinity in any moment. So you can only ever calculate finite. And what I'm trying to say is, like, when we communicate, we're calculating. But then when we're imagining, it's a different kind of formula where it's not like we're calculating. We might be calculating, sure, but the whole idea is that we can imagine uncalculatable. We can come to the understanding that we are imagining the universe in its actual true format. And when you start to imagine infinite microparticles colliding, and when they're moving through infinite micropositions, and you're imagining that, it is just like the flame in a dream. When you try and imagine a flame in a lucid dream, your brain can't render a flame because it's too advanced of an operation. So you enter a state of what's called awakening in your lucid dream. Before that, you were in this sub-lucid dream state where you had control or sub-control. You were in a less than lucid state. And when you lit the flame of that lighter or looked at the flame of a campfire in your dream, you can sometimes realize that it's a dream because you can't compute infinity. And flames and light require infinity. Now, let me explain this one more time too. Is if you're in a big room, and it doesn't have to be that big, like 10 foot by 10 foot even, with enough items in it to confuse your brain. If you turn on the light from it being dark in the room to light in the room, the amount of calculations that it needs is sometimes will brick your brain, and you won't be able to calculate. The room will illuminate slowly. When you look around really fast at everything, you look around really fast, and in real life, it'll all be there. But in a dream, some of it will still be in darkness, and it'll slowly illuminate and render over time, because your brain can't collide those infinite collisions together to change the colors appropriately. You'll find discrepancies. You'll find that your brain isn't creating the reality. The universe isn't imaginary. It's real. Thank you guys for watching. Matthew's out. OMG Bomber out. Peace.